The gradual return to in-person learning for elementary schools. I tell you, a lot of kids are very excited about it.
Yes, but there are some other kids that may be a little anxious about heading back to the classroom. For a lot of kids, it's been a really long time. So here to help out with families, Dr. Gigi Chawla, Chief of General Pediatrics at Children's Minnesota. Thanks for being with us today.
Well, thank you for having me again.
Yeah, so let's get right into it. We know some kids, they kind of got used to what they had at home, and now the idea of going back. How do we support our children best during that time if they are feeling a little bit of that anxiety?
Well, it's such an important topic because really supporting their emotional health and their mental health needs is the basis and the underpinning for a successful academic year. And so I appreciate the topic so much. You know, as you think about it, kids have really experienced a tremendous amount of change. They've changed their entire social circle, the way that they learn, but also some kids have experienced hardships in their own family due to the pandemic, whether it's financial or stressors between family members, or even death of a loved one due to COVID. And so really being thoughtful about all of these aspects as kids go back into the classroom, that degree of change and change expectation that kids will need to endure and teachers will have to be noticing can cause a lot of anxiety. And the way that kids can manifest some of that anxiety are things like belly pain, headaches, poor sleep, and all of the things that can even further create more difficulty getting into the classroom.
So Dr. Gigi, we hear a lot about some kids, they actually preferred to stay at home. Maybe these are kids who were shy, maybe these are kids who were bullied, maybe these are kids that, within the confines of school, it wasn't working for them. What do you say to those kids who have to go back?
Yeah, I think people really think, oh, kids are so excited to go back. I mean, of course they'll want to, but there has been this whole other subset of kids that are really super content with being home. And so I think the first is that, most schools do have a hybrid model, allowing kids who aren't quite ready to go back to be able to maintain their current educational plan. But as parents, we do want to try to get kids back into their social networks as much as is possible, as long as we feel safe and you feel like the school is offering what they can as well. And that really is about recognizing, was your child in a situation where they felt uncomfortable in some way, whether they were too shy or had kids that maybe picked on them, and then setting themselves up and calling that out with the teacher as well. Please keep an eye on this. How can we work on this together to help my child be successful back into that transition? And hopefully, now that things have we have a refresh button when we get back into school, that some of those situations like bullying or like the personality profile that kids were set in place beforehand can be different.
Right. A lot of lessons that hopefully we can take away from this time. All right. Dr. Gigi, thank you.
Thanks for having me.